when I introduce the game. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Present there. But we're here with Joka, who's running 100% of this game. I'm Vol'jin.
I'm Sigma.
There we go.
Speedrunners.
It's a little awkward not being in the same room.
Yeah, I know.
But it's all good. So beginning of this game is going to be very similar to any previous runs of this game that you might have seen, including Yoka's run last year at the All Steelers No Out of Bounds category, except that he is going to be going out of his way to grab a couple pickups because this is 100%. Sigma, do you want to tell us the criteria for 100%?
Yeah, it's a lot of garbage. No, just you have to get every pickup in the game, every skill, every world event, and the fun full map completion, which can be troubling at times. So I think Joka will probably be looking at his map now and again to make sure that some of the odd map areas pop up correctly.
Indeed. So at the very beginning, we've already seen he's picked up a 15 XP pickup that normally we would skip because obviously why would you go out of your way to pick it up? He's also picking up 15 XP right here under these Frankies in this first forced fight section, and that's going to get him a free level up, and we're going to see that level ups, or probably already have seen that level ups deal a lot of damage to everything nearby. They use that to take out the Frankies and finish that fight pretty quick.
Yeah, and then apart from that, he's now going to be picking up a whole bunch of experience. This second level takes 50 experience, and he wants to get another level up before he makes it to wall jump. So he's going to be collecting a fair amount of these random experience drops off of enemies, which can be troublesome because they drop, you know, in a random pattern, and he doesn't have Spirit Magnet yet, so he has to actually run into them to get them.
Yeah, just quickly, can you still do your donation incentive? Because we just got a $500 donation.
It's too late.
Is it too late? Oh my god, that's awful.
Yeah, that would have needed to be in before the run started, unfortunately.
That's really, really bad timing. But nonetheless, I'll quickly read it out. It's by Neostigma, $500 donation. It says, Ori is such an emotional game and I listen to music all the time. One of the few games that made me cry. I hope everyone is having an amazing time and thank you for everything you guys are doing.
Thanks a lot, man, woman.
Yes, thank you.
Dude. And get hyped for Ori 2.
Agreed. This game is fantastic. Definitely affected all of us probably the same way. So a couple things have just happened, and we're a little bit behind due to Twitch delay. Sorry about that, but there was a glitch that Joka did called a ghost door, where he put the keystones into a door to unlock it, and then there's an animation that he would have had to watch. So instead, he dropped a save point immediately, and then went and died in the water, and that allowed him to skip that animation of that door opening. He also went and picked up a health cell, which is required eventually. I forget, Sigma, in this category, would you normally skip that? Is that an option to skip that at this point?
No, that's a good question.
It's not an option. You have to have 5 health at some point later during the round.
Oh yeah,
that's
Sorrow.
right.
You need damage boost to get through Sorrow, and those spikes hurt a lot. Or to get through Sorrow fast, I should say.
So there's also another time level up just there, where he actually had to go a little bit out of his way to get just a couple extra XP points. We actually normally level up there anyway. He's also going to skip this cutscene at this tree, which would normally make him wait.
Just when I did it.
Nice, perfect. And basically you're going to see this a lot, this kind of cutscene skip. Sigma, you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so what's happening in almost every cutscene in this game is the flag for the cutscene being completed gets set as soon as it begins. So if you save a file that has just started a cutscene, it will, you know, be registered as that cutscene having been completed, but it doesn't save the fact that you were locked and unable to move. So we get a lot of cutscene skips. We're gonna have another one coming up in about a minute here, where you just walk into a cutscene, save, reload, and then you're able to move right away. And there's gonna be quite a bit of that through the round.
I also want to point out that I didn't die before wall jump.
Nice.
Wow.
So there was also there's a fair bit of crab that Joka just skipped off to the left side of the glades there, and we will be coming back to that later on. But right now, there's no need to do it. It's going to be in general faster for Joka to go.
Jump.
Yep. Is that my jump? I guess it is now. Actually, we should probably talk about save anywhere, Sigma.
Okay, yeah, so what he's doing here is he opens the save menu and then cancels out of it and sort of stays in it at the same time, and then that lets him move with the menu up, which lets him save anywhere, hence the name of the trick. Normally you couldn't save at this cutscene by placing a save point, but because he has the menu up and he can level an ability, leveling an ability saves the game, and that's how you get through this cutscene, along with a whole bunch of others later. There's a bunch of bugs related to saving that we'll get to see as we go through here. So now we're in Blackroot. This is a new area in the Definitive Edition. It's an auto-scroller, essentially. There's a global platform cycle, which Joka will be making later on. So nothing matters too much in here as long as he doesn't fall into the spikes and die. But, you know, this area is a bit slow, but it leads to dash, which is pretty much the best skill ever.
And that jump I just made is kind of difficult. You're not really supposed to get up there that way. You're supposed to go all the way around, which is much slower. Luckily, I discovered all the room by just going in there, so I don't need to complete the full intended way there.
That's actually a good thing to point out. It's not super obvious yet, but he will, in certain places later on, have to go out of his way a little bit and kind of do like some weird jumping or move into some weird places that he doesn't necessarily need to go to uncover sections of the map.
Yeah, you'll see that in Ginso, mostly, or first time at least.
Now here there's a little bit of a pause on the left side of this platform, and that's to sync up the platform cycles in the main room with the far right room. So when he goes into the far right room, there will be a platform just coming down to meet him, and you don't lose any time waiting there because the main room platforms are moving at that point, and you have to wait for it to come down. So that just makes this part a little faster.
So we also, in just a few moments after Joka gets up to the top of this room with this orb and pulls a switch, we're going to see him do a partial skip on a cutscene down here. He's going to want to drop the orb into that little weird statue thing and then wait through a lengthy sequence before he can go learn the dash skill. But instead, he is going to put a save down and then use one of his many ability points that he has from leveling up multiple times to skip part of it.
Yeah, that saves like 12 seconds or so. At least 10.
Yeah, Joka routed this skip into 100%, and then people started to look at it and were like, couldn't this save time in every single category? Yes, it does. Even going out of your way to get the level up to be able to do this early is well worth it. So he leveled up Rekindle there, which is going to let him do a trick on this lever to stick the door open down below, which is useful because it will let him not hold the lever all the way, which is fast, and also he has to come back through this door later, so having the door stuck open is good.
Yeah, as he's going down, you'll see the door is just kind of gradually opening. And he's also going to do it out of bounds, where this is the first instance of this in this run. And actually, you can't do that many out of bounds because you need to actually do everything.
Okay,
but in this particular case, nice job. He is going to skip directly into the Moon Grotto area, which is where he'll acquire double jumps. So he's skipping actually a lot of content, but that's fine because he can come back to it later on and more efficiently pick up the stuff once he's got all the different skills. No early cycle, I see.
Oh.
That cycle is insanely hard in this category. The Crusher, he could have possibly gotten one earlier cycle in these vertical Crushers, but it's very, very tight to get the dashes off. You have to bend a dash around the corner of the last platform to do it, so... And...
Oh, whoops. Okay. Oh, we're doing it out of bounds again.
Nice! Well, we didn't
you can clap this time, maybe.
Yeah!
Oh, goodness.
Well, what I get for not dying before we walk in.
I guess this is a good time to mention that the early game, I mean, much of the game in this game is super dangerous and risky because this game just likes to kill you. In this category, you do eventually get a ton of health and a ton of safety, but at the beginning, you don't have any of that. He still only has 4 health, and everything does tend to want to kill you.
I should point out that I took damage intentionally there before I died because I'm setting up another ghost door. I don't know if you said that.
Right, and that of course requires dying, so he wants to be at the lowest health possible, but unfortunately that carries risks.
Yeah, so now I'm at 1 HP.
Yeah, we get to see this a few times. There's a few ghost doors where you're gonna get very, very low before you
All right.
get to it. And now we're heading down to pick up double jump, which is a pretty sweet skill. Lets you jump in the air, as you might expect. And it does a lot for our movement options. It's really quite nice to get it. And in this category, because we're getting so much experience, we'll eventually get to have triple jump, which is even better.
Yeah, any category where you can have triple jump is a nice one. Also, it's worth mentioning he could have skipped this cutscene, but actually in this category he can't do that in this route. It doesn't work out.
Yeah, it was a minor time save to do that, so just skip it.
The ninja
By the way,
jumping begin.
Dude, this entire spike corridor is terrifying. Just as a note.
Getting the 40
So coming up
XP from
here
that guy.
is...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. But here's a little trick called Grotto Skip coming up, and this skips a long sequence of jumping around the left side of Grotto and watching Gumo, who you haven't really seen yet, carry the water vein away from you, but by just jumping up that right wall, you skip all of that, and he'll just come back later when he's got crazy fast abilities to tear through that section.
Also, now that Joka has Rekindle, he was able to use Rekindle as an alternative method of doing the cutscene skip there just a moment ago, where he, instead of having to open up his save point and learn a new ability to skip a cutscene, he just held B in that held the save button. That Rekindle is my controller brain kicking in there. And he could have skipped this cutscene as well up here, pulling this rock off of Gumo, but he actually does not want to, because he needs to drop another save point on the left side of this bridge, because he's going to skip a different cutscene of this bridge, dropping him down back into the
Yeah, and I need to save right after the bridge opens, so that it's open when I come back here. And now some blind movement.
Unfortunately, that blind movement is not.
Oh yeah,
especially
it was
super
met too late
complex.
though. Or I was told too late at least, so sorry guy that donated a lot of money.
Actually, do you want to, when you get to Thornfeld, do you want to just activate it there using the actual cheat code?
I don't know that. It should go.
I do. I have it here. Up to you.
Ask me again when I get there.
Sure. So in the meantime, we're just making our way back towards the Ginso tree. We're kind of proceeding along a normal speedrun course here, where we're just trying to get through some of our objectives as quickly as possible so that we can get to, I mean, not necessarily the intended way, but the goal is to get to having more movement abilities so that we can get around faster and then come back to all these areas that we've only partially cleared and collect everything at that point.
Alright.
Yeah, there's a lot of places where you're forced to revisit because there's doors that just don't open if you don't have grenade, or places you just can't get to without some better vertical movement abilities. So we just kind of have to chill out and...
Come on, really? Okay. I tried to play it safe. I don't know how to play it safe, so I died.
Oh, no.
It's fine. That's why I make that save there.
Yeah, that save right before the spikes that Joka just made, that's a great save in every category. It's super helpful.
By the way, this ability point I'm picking up here is not really necessary in 100% since you get so many from leveling up anyways. But it's actually not slower to pick it up now. And it's nice to have an extra ability point in case I screw something up.
Yeah, that's what lets you have Spark Flame this early on, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No, it's just
Oh.
not needed for anything really, except for backup. And I don't have to remember to get it later.
That is always good.
It is worth mentioning, as Joka skips some more cutscenes and gets inside the Ginso tree door, that he will be specifically timing his level ups. Remember way back at the beginning of the game, he wanted to level up in a specific spot so that he could kill enemies. There are other things that he's going to be doing with timed level ups, and he's going to be doing that for a very long time throughout the run. Some of them are more optional than others, but he's going to get nice timings on health refills and things like that by doing that.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Teleport climb, no problem.
Beautiful.
Nice. Now here
That,
is where we start to see some of the
That's a good
odd
trick,
movements,
right?
just to fill out the map. Like he'll walk into a room and then leave, and then like walk halfway back and then turn around. But this is where the map starts being a little finicky, and he doesn't want to revisit the Ginso tree at all, so we've got to do this now.
Yeah, you're also going to see him in a little bit. He's going to check his map and just make sure that he actually did get credit for all these little nooks and crannies that he's exploring. Because if not, he's going to be a very sad Joka.
Yeah, you can see I'm dropping down someplace here and there to uncover all the map.
Momentarily, he's going to do a clip, or possibly right now do a clip through the ground here where he puts the save under this log that he just moved and then rekindles it. And when he respawned, he just dropped through the floor into the next area and saves a little bit of time there.
Now we get to see the benefit of having a couple of levels in attack, because this mini-boss kind of just melts to just regular attacks. In the casual playthrough of this game, you're supposed to have Charge Flame here, which is pretty sick attack ability. It lets you reflect that guy's shots back into him and do a bunch of damage, but when you have just the unupgraded attack, you're in that room for quite a while, but just 2 upgrades into it and he gets a nice 3 cycle. It's pretty sweet.
So I'm not dashing at all in that previous room, because the map percent is kind of weird when it comes to dashes. If you manage to dash over an entire map segment, you don't uncover that map. So, and it's very like tightly divided in some of these rooms. So you just don't dash.
So now we're picking up Bash, the best ability, skill in the game. Well, Dash is pretty nice, but Bash, of course, is the kind of special skill that is unique to Ori and the Blind Forest, where you grab hold of various things, as you've seen him do, and catapult Ori in a given direction, and then catapult that thing the opposite direction. And this is part 1 of being able to go real fast in this game.
Another thing he can do is a trick called double bashing, which is releasing a bash and then the frame after he bashes again, and then you'll see 2 arrows show up on the same thing, and that lets him redirect himself while not changing the initial. Like, the first bash determines where the object goes and the second bash determines where he goes, so he can use it to follow stuff. And he skipped a cycle on that shooter redirect part by doing that, and he'll be using it to great effect later on for a few tricks.
So normally, in other categories of this game, there's a trick that you can do around here called Keystone Duplication, and the only reason I'm mentioning it here, because you actually will not do it in this category, but just in general, the idea is you can get as many copies of these keys here as you want. Now, he's not going to do it here because he needs to get all the keystones anyway to collect 100%, and as a result, it doesn't matter if he dupes or not, and the duplication actually takes a significant amount of time.
Yeah, in other categories you duplicate to skip the swimming part in the next area. The swimming part is really slow, but since the keystones and the map are required, it doesn't matter for 100%, so we get to swim.
Alright, so we're coming up now on a pretty big skip called the Corruption Skip, I guess. Sometimes it varies. And Yoka's basically timed yet another level up where he is going to break this wall with this frog and then kill the frog and get a level up. As he's going through that, looks like he had a little bit of a issue getting that pickup there.
Oh, but, just short.
Alright, we're trying that room again, doing it the normal way.
Alright.
Escalated quickly.
Oof. Yeah, the one problem with having Spark Flame there is that you can't soften up that frog by accident or you're in big trouble. But yeah, his goal is he's going to kill that frog, and as he's going through to the area where he has to break the little corruption orb in the center room, he is going to level up off of that frog kill, and that's going to allow him to break the right side corruption as well.
Yeah, and this being 100%, I still need to look inside the room just to make sure it's still there.
Just gonna poke your head in.
Yep.
Sorry, Joka and commentators, if there's any time, let me know. I can read some donations, but go on.
Yeah, we should have a fair bit soon.
Yeah, not now, this is the water escape. Just made sure I had 81% of the map in here.
So enjoy the music of the water escape for a little bit.
This part is very, very challenging casually, but for a speedrun, you've seen it a million times. It's not so bad. So I don't expect to have trouble.
I have to get every XP in here because it's 100%. If I miss any, I need to basically take a death and go back and do it again.
Yep, and the water's chasing you, which is actually faster in this version to let it stay. So it's pretty dicey. But not so much of a problem for Joka, probably. I say that, but I don't know.
Okay, I got
So I
it.
was thinking about that Rainbow Dash code, and I'm pretty sure even if you put it in, it goes away on reload when you do
but
it
we
through
can
the
have
game.
it for a little bit, if you...
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So the code is up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right.
Wait, I
save.
need to wait for the cutscene, I guess.
Yep.
Alright. I'll let you know.
It's,
Okay, now.
It's basically the Konami code.
Okay, up, up.
Down, down, left, right, save, jump.
Didn't work. I don't know.
I think you have to be in front of that waterfall just to the left.
Oh, really? Oh, I just went down into the water.
No problem. It's all good. So the water, this part is slow. But this is 100%, so you have to do it. So he's going to go for a little bit of a swim. Going to see if he's able to get a fast cycle here.
Yep.
Very nice.
It's also
Actually,
quite
no
difficult to
idea
swim
that-
on keyboard in this game.
Yeah, keyboard we
You
can
can only
only...
swim in 8
really.
directions.
Yeah, you can only swim in perfect 45-degree angles.
The one and only advantage that controller has.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my goodness.
Ow.
So yeah, normally this is required. You collect these 2 keystones so that you can open the door to get to Stomp. But in this case, that is, in the case of a speedrun, you technically can do other things, but again, 100%. So he needs to come down here anyway.
I need to look inside that room just to make sure it's there.
Everything's
So yeah,
in order.
Just to complete a quick earlier thought, this game, or this speedrun in particular, is very front-loaded in terms of stuff happening. So in a little bit, things are going to be happening at a slightly slower pace, but just up until like around 30 or 40 minutes in, it's just very, very rapid.
I'm gonna hug this wall here just to make sure I get this map, which is kind of buggy sometimes.
I definitely missed that map in my first 100% run.
Everybody did.
Well, we are heading to get the Stomp skill, which, I mean, does exactly what it says on the tin. You can Stomp.
Going
and then we're
around
just gonna
here, going around here right now just to get that map as well. I'm coming back here later, but later it's faster to go straight up because I can do a trick then. Can't do now.
Yeah, coming back here later was exactly what I was just going to say to you.
Okay.
So you can't quite get everything here on the first try, so you might as well just save some of the things for a more optimal second visit.
I got Stomp. Stomp is actually way more useful than it first seems in a speedrun. You'll see that when I get Charge Dash later.
Oh, man.
Yeah, one nice thing about Stomp immediately is it makes you fall faster. You don't have to accelerate, you have to wind up a Stomp and then you can just start falling, and you fall faster than your normal terminal velocity after you've stomped.
So right there I did a trick called Drainless, which lets me stomp the thing that's underwater, and you're not normally allowed to stomp things underwater.
Right, so there's another application of Save Anywhere, where he stored his Save Anywhere from over on the right side, and then he did a save as he was stomping in midair above the water. A quick double bash on that frog there to be able to get up to the XP. But stomping while saving, that allowed him to kind of store the idea that he was stomping. And now we have a cutscene skip coming up that hopefully you guys won't even notice.
If all goes well, then it looks like he just waits and then proceeds to this area.
I missed it. That's the first time I missed it in like weeks.
No. Well, now you guys can see what this cutscene is like. There's a very substantial trigger area to trigger that cutscene, and it's a very precise bash to try to get through it.
Yeah.
So Joka, if you miss it, it looks dumb, and then if you don't miss it, if you get it, it also doesn't look like anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's lose situation.
So
Now we're getting
Joka
this,
mentioned a charge dash earlier. We're going to be soon getting Charge Flame, which will let us continue leveling up skills in the blue tree, and that will lead us to Air Dash and then quickly Charge Dash. Charge Dash is really insane. It moves like 10 times faster than your normal grounding speed approximately, and as he mentioned, there's a couple bugs with it that let you use it even better. So one of them he said with Stomp, if you stomp near the end of a charge dash and then jump out of your stomp, it actually doesn't cost energy. Normally the skill costs an energy to use, but it costs 0 energy if you do that. So he'll be using that for a fair amount of charge dashes throughout the game to get more in. And then later in the game, when he has 1,000,000 energy cells, he'll just be doing a bunch of uncancelled ones because it's slightly faster not to bother canceling them. But early on, you're very taxed for energy, so you can't do it too much.
There's also gonna be a trick that will. Sorry, go ahead, Joka.
Yeah, I'm storing a save anywhere here, which means I'm bringing up the menu here before getting Charge Flame, because getting Charge Flame or getting any skill refills my energy. So by doing it before, I save 1 energy.
And he also wanted the Frankie to follow him down to that hole so he could get back up more easily.
Exactly. So there I skipped like a 30-second cutscene or 40-second cutscene by saving right after triggering it.
He also learned Air Dash while doing that, so that's the first step on the path to elimination or something. But yeah, so we're going to talk about one thing with Charge Dash real quick before we get up into a sequence of madness very soon.
Yeah.
And that is a trick called rocket jumping. You're not going to see it for a little bit, but when you see it, it's going to be a little bit too quick for us to describe it. Basically, when you get Charge Dash, it will launch you at an enemy nearby at high speed. And so he's going to find an enemy, put it above him, and use Charge Dash, and then cancel the Charge Dash with a jump. That will cause him to just fly up into the sky at Charge Dash speed because it won't remember to slow him back down. And that is going to be super tremendously useful throughout the run. And you can do that both up and down.
Here's the trick I hate most in this game, and especially this category.
Fast stompless.
Yeah. So I'm gonna line up some shots here.
What he's trying to do here is
you'll see
spider
it.
shot. Oh,
Yes, got it. First try.
nice.
Beautiful. Yeah, so what just happened there? Yeah, go ahead, Sigma.
Oh, good. All right. So he redirected a spider shot at the rocks that you saw bounce onto that big bird's head, and that you're supposed to go up there and stomp on them, but actually doing any damage to them causes them to fall. So you shoot a spider shot at them, which has a cliff in the way. You run away and unload the cliff, and then the spider shot just flies through the void, but the rocks are still there. So it hits the top of the rocks after you pick up that cell, and then you're teleported over, so it's really quite cool. And now we're going to see that rock jump that Bulletin was talking about.
Perfect timing.
Indeed.
Exactly when I did it.
And that leads right into a trick called Sarabash, where he's going to try to get a bird into this narrow spike corridor and push it upwards and then charge dash into it.
Then do another rocket jump, and then use this frog and do another rocket jump and have him break this. So I can go straight up through Sorrow. Make it look easy.
Yeah, so we're not actually going to do most of Sara right now. And by the way, that entry into Sara is extremely difficult. Of course, Joka nails it first try, easy. But yeah, we're not going to do most of Sara right now. We're going to come back in just a little bit. But what we are going to do is go get Charge Jump. And that's going to kind of really round out our movement options and allow us to go as fast as possible through some of the revisits to earlier areas to collect stuff.
Yeah, there's one grenade spot on the left side of Sura, which requires doing it this way. I think if you didn't have to grenade that, then it would be faster to just go up the left side and kind of do Sura normally. But because he needs a grenade first, then he's going to do this to the teleporter, and then...
There's also a problem with having enough energy to open energy door if you're going to do it the intended way. By doing it backwards, I don't even need to open the energy door. So an interesting thing about air dash, by the way, is every time you use your feather to float on air, it resets your air dash, so you can just spam them in certain sections.
Yeah, that's really nice in that terrifying spike section that is filled with wind. where you can just dash infinitely and kill yourself.
So now we're gonna go back and get light grenade and clear out BRB or Blackroot barrows when we're here. Hopefully, not miss anything.
Yeah, this is the first of the real like revisit sections. Getting light grenade, that's gonna be the second to last skill, but the final real like consequential one, I guess. Well, that's not even true in this category. And then he'll start doing the revisit by completing the bottom section of Blackroot barrows, which is actually pretty big. But when we get to that, I think probably we actually have donation time. But in the meantime, we're going to go down here, and hopefully, in just a few moments, we will not die to a laser cycle.
Let's get the Joka cycle here. It's going to be hard now because I messed up a little bit.
I think you can still do it. You might want to save, though.
Why? Oh my, okay. Apparently I lost my air dash, so we're not doing it. This laser wheel is... Oh my god, it's coming. Jesus. Okay. Everything's fine. Planned. Skipping I think this cutscene is like 2 minutes or something.
It's really long.
Yeah. It's too long.
But now we're gonna get light grenade.
And Joka also went up the purple tree with his abilities that he just learned to skip that cutscene, and we are going to eventually get to the crown jewel of the purple tree, which is Ultra Magnet, which is going to basically any like XP or energy or health pickup that spawns anywhere is going to magnet to him. Like the max distance is just ludicrously far.
Yeah, without that, you actually can't get energy without slowing down because the magnet distance. It might be like a screen large, but it's not enough when you're charge dashing really fast. There's a little bit of a delay before things will magnet. But with Super Magnet, he can kill energy crystals and then take off, and they'll follow him. So coming up here in a little bit, he's got to get a few cells first, but he's going to do a trick, the first instance of a Terra Clip in this run. The way this works is by dashing from a specific distance away from a wall. And saving at the same time, using a save anywhere.
Yeah, so I need to go down here first and look at the map.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna do
typical 100% stuff.
Yeah, continue
So
explaining.
yeah, what's gonna happen is he'll unload the wall by moving away from it and die while the wall is unloaded, and the wall takes a little bit to load back in, but since he's moving so fast from the dash, he'll just go straight through it. So that's what he's gonna be setting up here, and it'll just skip a large section of this area, and will get used a few times in the hang on a sec, I'm going crazy. Do you even do that in this?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good.
Died too early
goodness.
there. Yeah, the reason I saved was I took some damage and I saved to get back HP. So now I need to land on the door here, which is pretty tricky because you can't see Ori. And I need to walk over it far enough so I can see the room. I'm gonna check now. Yep, okay, got the map. So that's better than expected.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's really tricky to actually land on the door, because all you can see really is the light from sign coming off.
Ooh. Yeah, so Terra Clips in general are pretty difficult to do just right, and there's several of them in this run, but that one in particular is a little bit finicky.
Okay, it's fine.
All right.
Yeah. You'll see on the stream.
Oh, Joka, why?
Oh my gosh. That was so fun.
Oh my goodness. All right, I guess while we clear the back half of Lost Grove, well, there's a cutscene skip in a minute.
Fish strats.
Yeah, so there's a even longer cutscene at the very end of this part where we learn the final bit of lore that you would know about in this section if we had watched any of the cutscenes. But what he's gonna do to skip it is send a fish into the room and then charge dash at it and save, and the charge dash will be angled slightly up because the fish is above him, and that'll just send him flying past the cutscene trigger, and he'll be able to just skip on through.
Here, fishy.
Wee. Okay, got it.
Nice.
Beautiful.
That's a nice, nice fish. There's another way to skip the cutscene. You can skip it normally by saving after it triggers, but doing the fish strat saves like 15-20 seconds over that. Got the most impossible jump first try.
Nice.
And this is what we needed that health cell at the beginning for, is this damage boost.
Yeah, the spikes do 4 damage, so I need at least 5 there.
Just think about that margin of error too, like. Ugh. But at least this isn't all skill, so you can have 5 health and it's fine, and soon you'll have 15. So
I'm gonna level up here, so I get back all health and energy.
So yet another cutscene skip. This one skips it's around 60 seconds or something cutscene of acquiring the Sunstone, and then some stuff happens in the story, but we skipped all that. And yeah, that will allow us to make sure that we never get a break anytime during this run. We just keep going forever.
Yeah,
Did
so
we also acquire triple jump here?
Yeah. So in 100%, everything, all you can skip is really cutscenes and backtracking, since you need to like pretty much go everywhere anyways. So skipping every cutscene you can is very important in this category. Okay. Laser jump.
So now we're just cleaning up the left side of Sorrow, basically. So this is just kind of tearing through with a bunch of cool movement, so might be a good time to read a couple donations if we've got them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we've got a few donations. We've got a $25 donation from Raziel, who says, Ori and especially the Ori speedrunning community are absolutely amazing. Thank you to all Ori friendos and good luck with the run, Joka and Vuligin and Sigma with the commentary. Do you want to go for it?
Yes.
We also have a $10 donation from Wilson. Hello Joka and all Ori people, good luck on the run and save the children.
And we have a $2 donation by Anonymous, who says, have to donate during the Ori run. It is a truly wonderful piece of art which I only got my hands on because I watched it speedrun at another marathon. Shoutouts to Joka, Sigma, the rest of the cast, and especially to the guy that donated $500 for this awesome game and awesome cause.
I might have to like go into the game and activate Rainbow Dash later just for that guy. Dash around. So yeah, now I'm gonna start doing the charge dash cancels really. I think I did a few in BRB, but nothing noticeable. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're also going to get a lot more like horizontal spaces to do it soon. But yeah, anytime that you see Joka do a charge dash, which, you know, the really quick, loud flying animation that you keep seeing all over the place, if you see him kind of stop at the end of it and then stall before doing another one, that is a stomp cancel. It might be hard to actually see the stomp part of it, but basically what he's doing very quickly is a charge dash, and at the very end of his charge dash, which is like, I think it's like 13 or 14 frames or something, a stomp followed by a jump as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and this is where having triple jump is also quite useful because it lets you...
There we go. Sorry.
Nice. What it lets you do is multiple stomp cancels before you touch the ground, because you have to burn your jump to get out of the stomp animation. Otherwise, the stomp takes forever.
I just got 100% Sorrow Pass, so go back there.
Good. Always important to double check. And yeah, we'll be seeing more of those double checks from Joka just because of the finickiness of some of these areas in terms of letting you have the bird, please. Letting you have the map percent.
So we do get a little bit of a break here in Misty Woods after he grabs this experience orb. This area is a little strange. It shifts back around on itself, so for whatever reason, they didn't make it count for percentage in the same way that other areas do. So he doesn't actually have to collect any of the other pickups in Misty, he just has to finish the area. I mean, he has to pick up the Keystones because that's what triggers the area to change. But
there is one cell.
Right, that.
I'm glad. I was actually doubting myself for a moment.
Yeah.
It's fine. Joka knows.
So as I think Sigma was just saying, I don't need to pick up any XP in Misty from this point on. Was that one? I wasn't listening, sorry.
No, yeah, that is...
Okay, good.
Be good.
Yeah, Misty is really weird because it keeps changing. So the game pretty much gives you 100% right off the bat. Like as soon as you get, I think it's the cutscene I just watched a moment ago. You get 100% Misty. But I still need to climb.
Actually.
Yeah, I still need to climb, and I need the Keystone, the Gumon seal I get.
Yeah. Actually, I was watching you get that, which we'll see in a bit. But you know, there's a way you can jump over all the enemies without having to charge flame any of them.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to give you some trouble.
I know, it's just much simpler with charge flame.
It really is. But yeah, so Misty is a really pretty area to watch is the cool thing. In basically all categories, there's something really interesting going on in Misty. Even though it's, you know, kind of lengthy and you're stuck in here, you see that Joka is doing a lot of charge dashes and cancels and some interesting stuff. And just, you know, there's spikes everywhere. And it's not as deadly as it is in other categories because he has more health, but it's still pretty deadly.
Yeah, 2 hits from any of these spikes will send him to an early demise. Now, the really sick thing about 100% Misty is that he has triple jump and he has more energy than you would in other categories, so the movement through here is just really, really sick. And the skill he picked up in Misty is Climb, which was previously useless, but relatively
don't
recently...
blink and you'll miss the mini boss.
Oh,
No, I
Ah, no!
don't say
Well,
that.
You just wanted people to see these mini bosses. It's
Exactly.
fine.
Don't blink for a very long time.
Alright, don't die.
Don't close your eyes. Fall asleep.
No, that was easy. This is where we commentate about what a difficult mini boss that is. And
Oh yeah, really.
Thing
I
has
was
like
supposed to kill him
150
on the
health,
first
that's a
cycle,
lot.
but yeah, I messed it up somehow.
So now he has to march this object all the way back to the entrance of Misty, basically. And there's a lot of enemies along the way, so he's got a couple extra energy that he can use to charge flame a few of them to just get them out of the way.
These guys are snipers.
Yeah, these slimes know exactly where you're going to be, and they are perfect.
Yeah,
I think
really. This guy is amazing at... Oh.
he's a monster. Oh my gosh, I saw you put it in your way.
Oh goodness, almost got you. All right, and now another cutscene skip. You're seeing Joka rekindle this thing several times at specific points in this animation sequence, and he'll get control back and have to do some blind movement. And he's gonna make his way out of Misty after picking up the key, and the camera will still be locked on this animation, so he's just gonna go. Eventually, he will get to the Valley of the Wind. Oh no!
Right underneath the bridge, like usual.
Oh, okay.
Fine. So the camera is kind of weird now, but saving fixes it, thankfully. Otherwise it would be really hard to play.
Yeah, we don't see anything over to the right until that's it. So he picked up Climb in Misty, which will do a trick, which I don't think we get to see for a little while, but it's called Grenade Jump, and the way it's performed is by doing a wall charge jump, and then throwing a grenade 1 frame later, and... Or wait, you throw the grenade, then you wall charge jump? Yeah, that's how you do that. Anyways, it makes you fly, like, insane distances.
You press the buttons in the right order and stuff happens.
You put 2 binds and then you press them. I don't know which is which, but that's how it works.
We're also heading down to Forlorn Ruins, which in most other categories is pretty forlorn. But this one will actually be doing it. And my favorite part about that, which we'll see soon, is that we're not at all going to be doing it in the intended way.
No.
We'll get there pretty soon.
One of the hardest like sections in the game. This run, I would say.
I can believe it.
At least to get laser cycle skip. Yeah.
Also, as a precursor to things yet to come, just note that Joka is collecting all this stuff that is part of what would normally be the bird escape sequence later on, where he'd be escaping from Kuro, because he's not going to be doing that, so...
Oh, there
nice,
was the
first
grenade
try.
jump.
There was the grenade.
Nice.
Beautiful.
It only saves about a second there, because the game disables your dash when you walk up to Forlorn. So grenade jumping to it is a little bit faster.
So in the intended route for this game, you would have come to Forlorn Ruins before going to Sorrow, and it was originally designed for you not to have dash or grenade here either. So what you're supposed to do is a whole bunch of gravity puzzles by carrying this orb around and walking on the roof and walking on the walls and all this stuff. But I don't think we're going to even pick up the orb at all in this. We'll just kind of let it go.
Oh,
we don't need it.
I took damage there, so I can't do this cycle skip because I don't have enough health. So I'm just gonna save here to get my health back. I'm also doing some weird like movement here just to uncover the map, and I'm actually gonna check in a moment that I actually got it.
Yeah, this is definitely not a place where you want to miss any map percent. Ooh.
No. I'm gonna check. Yes.
Oh. All right.
I love the delayed reactions.
Yeah, we just caught up to you there.
Okay,
Yeah, so this entire section is intended to be done carrying this orb. So this orb alters your gravity such that as you walk around these, you know, all the platforms that have kind of red lava ground on them, you will follow their, like, whatever their ground is, and you'll go around in alternate gravity directions. But Joka is just saying, I don't need all this random gravity crap, so I'm just going to ignore this orb.
So we're gonna do a skip I found myself, hopefully.
This skip is really cool.
So we're gonna attempt to clip into this wall. And by attempt I mean the run is over if I don't. Okay, got it.
There's some really, really long series of cutscenes in this room if you don't do that, if you do the orb normally. But instead we're just gonna do that. Now we've got some more spooky lasers. Forlorn's really scary, not only because he doesn't have a ton of health yet, but also because these lasers just one-shot you regardless of your health, so you're trying to hit the fast cycles, but the lasers are terrifying.
And casually, you might recall that the escape from this dungeon is pretty challenging. And as you see by Joka storing up a save anywhere, yeah, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, this is the only real part of the game you can skip in 100% because the game doesn't consider it part of the game, apparently.
Yeah, so we do require, for 100%, we require that you collect all the world events, which includes restoring each of the elements. And normally, like casual style, that requires actually completing the escape. In this case, we can just wait until a certain part of the cutscene, and then do a save anywhere, and then we get credit for having restored the wind without actually doing the wind escape.
Now also to note here is he's still going up the purple tree with his levels, and that's to get one more useful talent out of it, which is experience efficiency. And that doubles all the experience he gets from all the experience orbs and stuff, because we didn't get enough level ups in 100% as it was. We gotta get even more, so we're gonna pick that up soon, and then be getting crazy levels.
So now we're back to some revisits, and we're doing Swamp revisit right now, some grenade jump hilarity, first try, very nice. But this is probably a reasonable time for, like donations or announcements if you have those.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have a $10 donation from Eikwolf. Streamer, where are you getting good? Also, donation goes to Joka's choice.
Rainbow Dash? No. Oh, whoops. That's not intended. Whatever. We're gonna do this anyways. Figure it out along the way. So now we're gonna get some improvisation because I got the XP thing too early. It's gonna mess up my XP route a little bit. Hopefully not too much. But yeah, Sigma was saying the XP efficiency is actually used because you can't do anything else to route XP in this category after a while, because you need to collect every XP anyway, so you can't do anything about it.
and yet, as it happens, somehow we still make it work.
Yeah.
It's really pretty impressive, actually, what the XP route ends up doing for you in this category.
Well, not now,
Yeah,
because
now
I messed it up.
Well, that's true.
It's gonna be interesting. Luckily, I don't use that ability point for anything else, though. So I don't need it for any clips or anything.
There's a little bit of leeway, yeah, but I don't know how many more free saves you have, because I know there's a whole ton of Terra clips in the last dungeon.
Normally I would put out 2 ability points, like without using them for anything, right after Swamp. Okay, I level up there, that's interesting. It's fine. It's gonna be fine.
It's all fine, dude.
Alright, can I get this one now? 100% Swamp, there we go.
Nice. Now we just get to tear through the game, because he's going to be getting a ton of levels. He has a lot more energy than before, and he'll just be charge dashing pretty much all over the place as he goes through all of these revisits.
So I've heard that the Moon Grotto revisit is your least favorite.
God. Oh, yes. It is. Grotto is really weird when it comes to uncovering map. It has some really like buggy sections when you combine it with dashing. So I'm gonna be looking at my map quite a bit here.
Also, that was terrifying.
Yeah.
Took me a bit to catch up, but jeez.
Oh, just gonna walk here. Okay. This corridor is very weird. Also, I'm doing this backwards. I'm doing most of this backwards from intended route because it's faster for some reason.
So this is the entire section of Moon Grotto that he skipped earlier by doing the Grotto Skip that Sigma mentioned, where it was just a precise jump that kind of didn't really look like a whole lot, but it skipped all this stuff over here, so it was a really big time save.
Try to figure out what I'm gonna do right after Grotto, because I won't level up there. Hope for some drops, maybe. I think I'm actually.
It's always a good strat.
Yeah, I think I'm actually fine on energy if I don't save after Grotto, so that could be a thing.
Yeah, so what Yoka's referring to is that at the end of Grotto, there's going to be 2 energy doors that he needs to open up, with each costing 4 energy, which he just has to spend all that energy all at once, and then he's going to need another energy after that. I forget exactly what for.
To open a hidden door underneath the water in.
Right. So it's a little bit tight. He still doesn't have, since he's still working on his completion of everything, he still doesn't have all that many energy cells. So at least not that much leeway compared to needing to spend 9 all at once. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, and there's this terrible bottom section of Gumo's hideout that we never see in most categories.
Yeah, I need to kill that boss, which you're intended to kill before you got like any skills at all, so I can one-shot him now, which is pretty nice. Okay.
Whatever,
guess
it's fine, I'll
Crushers.
see.
Yeah, you'll see.
Oh God. Yoga, please.
It's fine. Everything's fine. So I'm walking intentionally in some of these places to make sure I get the map. Also gonna check when I get out of here if I got this room, because this room is where most runs die if you don't check the map.
Alright, good.
I'm gonna get this energy cell at least, which will refill my energy for now. But as William said, 100% Grotto. Good, thank God. Yeah, as William said, I need 8 energy to open these 2 next doors. So, and then I need 1 more, like right after I get into glades. There goes 4 energy, and here goes 4 energy. I have 1. I'm gonna keep this.
I'm thinking of all these good ideas to fix their XP situation right after you do them.
Okay, so I'm not gonna save here. Oh, and I stupid and used the energy anyways, so this is gonna be fun. Hopefully these frogs are dropping some energy.
I guess you can use the teleporter if you have to.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh,
that's yeah.
But I need it up there too. Whatever. Let's go down here. Make a nice save. I'm gonna have much more energy than I'm used to. Why can't we do it this much?
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Okay, never mind. Now we're back on track, sort of. All right. Yeah, so I need extra energy there to open the door up there and the door down here, so I can get this XP. Maybe this will level me up. No. Man, I'm so lost now. That was the most crucial part, I think.
Yeah, I think you're pretty good now. You'll just have weird level ups, but that'll be okay.
I think there was, I want to say there was one in Horu maybe that you were concerned about.
We'll find out.
Might be high. Yeah, we'll see when we get there.
It's fine. Alright, for now I can just do the glades as normal. Glades is very consistent for some reason. Like, opposite to Grotto, it's way more like lenient for map. So I shouldn't miss anything. If I miss anything, it's my fault, not the game's.
Knowing which areas require you to be very careful and which you just carry through. Your experience 100%. He's just charge dashing all over the place here, and his map's gonna be fine. But there he was walking through Grotto.
Yeah, like he knows the very specific spots where he does need to take a more careful spots where he can just go ham and charge dash. So it's like it is definitely not obvious just by watching, but like it's very precisely routed in terms of like where the charge dash spam is happening and things like that.
So there I need 4 more energy to open that energy door. And I'm gonna open this door here with some extra keys I have while I'm getting this key. Gonna go through it. Gonna make a quick detour into Valley to 100% Valley before Glades, because it's faster to come here now. Oh, go away, Bird. Bird, please. Stupid Bird. In every game.
Dude, agreed.
I need to briefly go up here just to uncover the map, as usual. Can make this cycle skip, no problem. I like the downward rocket jump there into the water.
Oh,
That was cool.
Meteor kick is the community term for that,
Oh, yeah.
which sounds awesome. It's just a downwards rocket jump.
So 100% Valley. I opened the map, but I didn't check. I hope it said 100%.
Yo, I'll tell you. In
I'm
a
pretty
second.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that was
missed
way
it.
too fast.
Dang it, Joka.
I think it's at 100%, 90% sure.
Are you 99.94% sure?
No, don't go there. So 99.94% is what you get if you miss one cell anywhere in the game. As far as I know, at least. It might have happened a few times.
I'm sure we'll be fine here.
Yeah, definitely. God, I have so much energy. To do
So we're
with
just,
them.
again, we're still just doing completion. Definitely, I think a good time for a little more donations.
Before I get into horror, anytime you have donations from now on, you can just read them.
Yeah, Horu's great, so go for it.
Unfortunately, we don't have any donations right now, but
Oh,
please,
dang.
please, guys, donate what you can, please. Thank you.
And also, like a small thing for the donators. Not every donation comes through. Sometimes they like are just stopped by PayPal to get like a check, but normally they get through like way later.
I'm a little surprised. I haven't heard that much from the Ori community, although it's awesome to hear from like Wolf and Raz and Wilson. Hint, hint.
I guess most are sleeping.
That's probably true. Although the cool thing about the Ori community is there's so many people like throughout the world. Like obviously Joka is here, and then there's actually a lot of European runners, and I was kind of surprised none of them were able to make it out to the event. Although not super surprised. And then there's a bunch of people in the US, and there's people in Australia, New Zealand. It's pretty awesome, actually.
Okay, need to take a swim here. Look at the beautiful game. I'm gonna look at this door. And there we go. Rocket jump up here. Light this candle or lantern thing. Grab this health cell and then jump back up, hopefully. There we go.
It is kind of neat to see that, you know, we haven't really talked about how rocket jump works or anything, but you can see that when he's rocket jumping off that spider that's off to the left. And so since that it wants to send him on a charge dash more towards the left than directly up, it makes his rocket jump not as fast in the vertical direction, but it's still, you know, it's enough to get a fair bit of height. It's a pretty cool mechanic based on the actual, you know, physics of the move.
Yeah, you have to pay attention to like those kind of rocket jumps. Like that one, you know, you'd love to go faster, but if you're any closer to the spider, then you'll just bonk to the left side, and if you're any further right, you'll just bonk the right side. So you have to, you know, learn the specific spot for it.
We are almost done with the collection part here. We're just finishing off.
Oh, don't clip me. Oh, don't clip me.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, if you fall down there while the cutscene is playing and the rock comes after you, the rock might land on you and clip you out of bounds and kill you. It's a beautiful game.
I noticed that you didn't go for the Baneling danger strats either.
What? Oh no, yeah, no, I like it was 80% at one point, and then it turned into like 20%. I'm just gonna float over here.
So now we're finishing up, but we will head to Mount Horu, and Mount Horu, again, it's 100%, so we have to do basically the entire dungeon, but well, I mean, you'll see. It's not quite the entire dungeon.
No donations from this point on. So I'm gonna go out and check that I got 100% on.
If you have enough time, we have a very quick donation right now.
Okay, sure.
Anonymous $5 donation that says, let's make some sounds from the Ori community. All the close calls are obviously calculated to keep it interesting. This towards Joker's choice.
Oh, well.
So this climb up Mount Horu is pretty terrifying,
Also,
regardless of how
yeah.
much health you have.
Full health because no level up.
Yep.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that's an underrated thing about leveling up is the health refill.
So one thing to note about Mount Horu and what makes the route for it so crazy and 100% is the way this dungeon works is there's 8 rooms that you have to do. 4 on the left side, 4 on the right side. But the, you know, map in Ori is like, you know, the rooms exist off to the sides of like the room he's in. So what you can do is basically terraclip from pretty much any room to pretty much any other room on the same side with various setups. So the route for this was like deciding which terraclips to use and where it was faster to just do.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm gonna try and do the cutscene skip.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome.
So what he's going to do here is going to go in this door right after reloading the game from saving outside this door. And if he
I'm gonna show it because it's cool. So if I go in too late, the cutscene will trigger, and if I go in too early, nothing happens.
Ah,
Oh, there we go.
dang.
So by going into on the door on the first frame, I wrong warp sort of to the other door where I previously placed the save, so I can rekindle that save, and that removes the cutscene from this door, which is really nice. Oops.
Yeah, so ideally this saves a pretty significant amount of time, even if you miss it a couple times, just because of how long that cutscene is.
Level up here, which is interesting.
Dash under the terrible spiky bottom of that rock.
Yeah.
And now we are going to see another instance of he's going to rekindle a save here as he drops this rock, and that's going to allow him to go out of bounds off the rock, and he's going to use that to get to the room that we call R2. This one's R1. It's the top room on the right side, and the next one down is R2. Just want to see that.
Beginning our journey through the edges of Horu.
Sometimes you can kill that guy on the way down, depending on where Sign is. Sign kind of sways back and forth, and that saves about maybe 3 seconds, and now I have to kill him myself. I have to go back in and out of the door just to uncover the map outside the door. And I had to wait for the door there because the guy died late.
Now you're going to be doing a terror flip to get over to the top of R3. See if this goes well.
Oh, damn.
It's always hard to tell how the setup looks.
Nope, nope, never mind. Try again. I have one more chance. Okay, there we go. Thank God, I haven't practiced the normal way in such a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is going to put him at the end of the R3 room, which has a rather lengthy explorer portion and a ton of stuff in it. So it is way faster to come in the backside, drop this rock here to stop the lava flow as you normally intended, and then just do the room in reverse. And you can still obviously get the map percent that you need this way.
Yeah. Oh. So yeah, I would have to go up that elevator you saw there, and it moves very slowly. But now I can just drop down past it. The only bad thing about that is that I have to climb up again here, but it doesn't take that long.
It's not nearly as bad as riding the elevator.
This room is mostly normal. Instead of pushing this rock, I'm just gonna stomp it.
That stomp to break the little section on the right there is actually somewhat precise. If you are too far right, which is easy to be too far right, then you just go plunging into the lava. If you're too far left, obviously it does nothing.
The funny thing is, you say it's normal, but you're actually supposed to turn the stomp switch and make the laser spin around, because I don't think they intended you to stomp.
Well, it's the most normal of the rooms that are left, I think. Oh, where's the guy? Slow guy. Have to climb up here normally. Oh my God, the snipe! It's fine. That snipe on the platform though. So yeah, instead of going back out from this room, which is slow, I'm gonna sort of wrong warp back to the center by saving during this cutscene at an auto queue. If I save too early, I might soft lock, which would be bad. I think, at least. Oh, you two are going full robot now. Playing Discord. So this is an auto-scroller. I'm getting chased by lava now. You can't see it because it's very slow. That's shoutouts to Sticky Keys. Well, there we go. Don't mash the shift button, kids. I can barely hear you at all now, by the way. Yeah, I am gonna do another save warp back to the middle again. Okay, landing up here. I need to jump here to uncover the map for some reason. Trust me, not doing it because I want to. Okay, so this room is very tricky. All these lasers or lava beams are insta-kill, but I can... Oh god, I got it first try. I can charge dash through them if I'm from specific positions. So I'm glad I got it first try. That's why I placed the save like right there as well, because it's pretty easy to mess up. Ori likes walls. Okay, so picking up this last XP drop here will put me at 100%, hopefully. We'll find out at the end of the game. I can dump all my energy here because, most of my energy here, because I get it all back when I trigger this final escape. I still can't hear you guys. I kinda hear you talking in the background, but no. That was scary. Just messing around a bit. So at the very end here I'm gonna do a new trick. This is probably the newest trick discovered. That will actually, it won't look like much, but it will actually save like 25 seconds if I get it. If I don't get it, I might soft lock, which is also cool. Luckily I get infinite tries almost. Okay, there we go. And I didn't soft lock, I think. So what that does, it flings me into over like 2 cutscene triggers. So there's 2 cutscenes playing at the same time now, which is where the time save comes from. And time is gonna stop when Naruto passes behind the tree. Oh, I can stop the timer myself. And right after time stops, I'm gonna quickly check that I got 100%. And then let the cutscene play. There we go. 130, not too bad. Hello. I can hear you very quietly in the background there. Well, I can hear you. I don't know. GG. Thanks. Yeah. Shoutouts to Bulletjin and Sigma for providing great commentary during the run. Helped me focus, even though I made some pretty weird mistakes I haven't made before, but that's 100%. Such a long, intensive category that you always make new mistakes every run. I can't hear you, sorry. Revenge for skipping 500. No, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, again, thanks to Vulgin and Sigma, really. And shoutouts to the entire Ori community that's grown a lot the last year. Like, there's been so much new tech discovered since my run last year that it's even that category is pretty much not recognizable anymore. So yeah, and we've gotten like, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 new runners for that category. There was a big tournament even. So yeah, shoutouts to you guys. Sorry for no Rainbow Dash. You were just a little bit too late, which is why you shouldn't snipe donation incentives. You should donate early so I can prepare for it. I beat my estimate by a fair bit, so I can watch the... Oh, damn it. Alright.
That's sad. It was such a nice thing.
Yep, well, you have to play it yourself then. 100%. There we go. GG. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much to Joka for the Ori and the Blind Forest run. That was a great run by an absolutely fantastic game.
It was amazing.
Yeah. At the end, I was actually trying my hardest not to watch the cutscene again because it's on my backlog and I haven't played it yet. So I was trying my hardest not to get spoiled. I think I did okay. So hopefully I'll be able to play that myself casually soon.
And the music is so great.
Music's
Like
gorgeous,
it's
yeah.
awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we have some more donations. We have a $20 donation from Monojira. Greetings from Stream 2, host to the Stream 1 hosts on their comfy couch.
It's pretty comfy.
Yeah. And special thanks to everybody that has donated so generously. It is amazing to see how our community is still growing and working together for a good cause. Much love.
Thank you guys to the Stream 2 hosts for holding it down there. Well, up there, I should say. It's a fantastic stream up there too, very chill. We also have a $2 donation from Eric1510 who says, just a little bit for Ori and the other children in the world. Feels good, man. P.S. Nice movement, Joka. You're doing great. Smiley face.
And then we have a $50 donation from Psycho Pew Pew. I didn't even know there exists an European equivalent of GDQ. Well, that's like a great lack of knowledge there. It's awesome. Good luck, everyone, with their runs.
Thank you, Psycho Pew Pew. It's all right. You've been enlightened now to the majesty. ESA is just, it's just a fantastic event. Happens once a year. It's ESA Winter as well and ESA Germany, but this is the big one when it comes to it. Coming up next will be Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. It's a three-way race between a Mustache, Draco Dran, and Nim, which is going to be a fantastic...
Yeah, I'm really curious how that will go. Like, it certainly will go fast. That's the only thing like that I know. But
absolutely.
Now we have some more like donation incentives coming up, like for Dark Souls 2. Oh, we can have like a shirtless. Ooh,
yeah,
come on,
for
people.
Runner might.
We like you want to see that. I don't know who he is, but doesn't matter. You really want to see it.
Yes, I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there, some lovely ladies, and maybe some in the Kappa Pride section who might want to see that. If you do, please donate. It's got a long way to go. Also, you guys met the Monka S incentive. Congrats on that, guys. You can meme as much as you like now. Congrats on that.
Are they?
Yeah. They did met it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I believe they did anyway. There's plenty more incentives as well. There's the Battletoads, Blindfolded Turbo Tunnel incentive, Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, there's the Simon's Glitch incentive, another one for Castlevania Symphony of the Night, where we can do Richter any percent. There's plenty of incentives to go around.
Yeah, there is like pretty much like all those nice things going on.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's all for a good cause, so
absolutely, save the children.
You know, your money is not getting lost. Like
Oh yeah, exactly. It's all going to a really, really, really good cause. Yeah. We've got quite a bit of a wait before Sonic Adventure 2 comes out, because obviously there's 3 runners, so that means they have to set up 3 consoles, 3 headsets, 3 games, etc. So we're going to go to a very quick ad break while we're waiting for that to come up. So don't go anywhere. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle will be coming very, very soon.
A community like Alpaw, it's a tough place to live.
I don't want to get emotional. Becoming a young mother was hard, but I don't regret it. I do the best I can for my kids.
When we first arrived in Alpaw, there were students who were crying constantly. They were unruly in the classroom. They didn't have language skills. They couldn't walk in a straight line. I kept looking at the preschool and saying, boy, this could really do more. If 80% of cognitive development happens from 0 to 3, that's where we need to be. Save the Children came along, and boy, has it made a difference.
The Early Steps program, it allows us to get in at a very early age, start building skill and knowledge of the parents, so that when they enter our school system, they're where other kids are at in other areas.
The difference is profound. They're reading, they're writing their names. They have a voice, and they can stand up and have opinions. All those students being able to read, that had never happened before.
I didn't have anybody to read to me, to teach me my numbers, my letters, and I can do that for my children.
If we're going to break the cycle of poverty, we've got to invest in early education. That cycle will end, and once it ends with one family, it's permanent.
As we're still waiting for Sonic. Sorry, I forgot my pedal. I keep forgetting that's a thing you have to do. Yeah, welcome back. We're still setting up Sonic Adventure 2 battle. It's so I can hear lots of rustling behind this curtain, so they're getting on with it, definitely.
They will definitely get there like pretty soon, I guess.
Yeah.
Like everything is going pretty smooth.
Pretty okay
Like
hand.
yeah, and it's not like ESA is growing, and we can't grow without our sponsors. And first of all, we have like the Elgato Gaming, which is yeah, they gave us like some prizes.
Yep.
And the Stream Decks, and
Stream
yeah,
Deck's other prizes as well, yeah.
which is awesome. Like, this is really nice, the Screen Deck. It's like so simple to use.
Yeah, and they sourced most of the streaming PCs that we've been using for ESA as well. And also, we might as well just go through the whole list while waiting. I'd like to thank Twitch. They put us on the front page throughout the entirety of ESA, which is like really big help for ESA, which is really nice.
And then there's also Sigma.
Yeah, we have a few sponsors.
Yeah, who gave us like gaming PCs, and I mean like without gaming PCs, not much gaming going on here.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also like 9 workstation laptops. Like, it's really like useful.
Yeah, and they also gave us a decent sum of cash, from what I know. So that's a big help. Thank you, Sigma. And also, I'm probably going to butcher this, but I'll give it a shot. El Giganten provided us with a bunch of tech equipment as well.
Yeah, some gaming chairs and gaming mice and keyboards.
Yep.
And some awesome...
2 GTX 1070 GPUs behind the PCs. I have a GTX 1070 at home. It is an absolute monster. So that's really appreciated. And finally, the last sponsor we'd like to mention is... the
city of Veghje.
Veghje. As a Britishman, it's hard to pronounce that, but I think I got it.
It is really hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
I mean,
the city themselves sponsor the majority of the venue's rent. This is a pretty bloody expensive place to rent out.
It's massive as well. I mean, like, if you're not here, so you can't see. Well,
you can see from the sky shot that was in the overlay earlier.
It's really massive. Like,
it's a massive place.
Happy about it.
For loads and loads of runners to practice, just chill out, have fun, get food.
Play some board games, even get a good night's sleep.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So
Yeah. So those are all the sponsors. Thank you very much for all of that. We're still waiting for to get up. But
yeah, and don't forget, you still can donate for watering that little huge plant over there.
Yeah, I know, right? It's worth mentioning again.
Don't let it die, please. Yeah. And you can still give it another name, because
it's a good name.
Still the same name. It's
a majestic plant. It deserves a majestic name, like
it's
Rutherford.
It still is Cagpie. Come on, Paul.
Yeah, I know,
Give it
right?
a new name, like something like nice and sweet. I don't know.
Yeah.
Call it Kirby or something.
Or like Smithsonian.
Or something like that, yes.
I don't know, I'm quite a random name.
Or Sonic, because Sonic is coming up, you never know.
Sonic the Hedgehog is coming up very soon. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle the Hero Story, which I believe the heroes are Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, I believe. It's been a long time, don't judge me if I got it wrong. I played the game a little bit as a kid. My best mate used to bring around his Dreamcast, and we used to play Sonic Adventure. I always liked to go in the Chow Garden and raise chows. I also played loads of other games like Choo Choo Rocket, Soul Calibur. As a Tekken fan, I was a huge fan of Soul Calibur as well. That was such an underrated German console. I believe Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is being played on the PS2 though, I believe. But yeah, Sonic Adventure has its roots from the Dreamcast.
So your run is like not far off.
I don't want to...
How are you feeling about it?
I'm fairly confident. I want to get another practice run in after I finish hosting. I'm feeling pretty confident. Tekken 5 is twice as long as my run I had last year, and it's twice as big, and it should be really good. I'm really looking forward to doing it. Tekken 5. Definitely stick around for that one.
Yeah.
Did you have any runs?
No.
No?
Me running a game, sorry.
No?
No, you don't want to see me gaming. Like,
No? So you just wanted to come there to hang out with people?
yeah,
Know any
play some
communities?
board games.
Ah, board games. Nice.
I do play some games, but I'm never gonna stream it. Like, I'm not too good. Not good enough. Like, no. And I get like very easily frustrated.
Ah, okay.
Oh, like, yeah, no. I have quite a temper there.
All right. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
But I do like to collect consoles. So
Oh, okay. What console? What's your console collection consisted of?
it's pretty big already.
What have
like,
you got?
Yeah, of course I have the Nintendo stuff like NES, SNES, GameCube. Like I have some Game & Watch games. I also have an MSX. I have a Commodore. Even a CDI. This is like my favorite.
A
Yeah,
CDI.
and a Jaguar.
Oh my goodness.
But the next one I really want is a Vectrex. But
A Vectrex, geez.
yeah, like I also have 2 Pong consoles. Yeah. I'm like I like finding crappy stuff or good stuff on a crappy price. Yeah. Not paying too much for.
That's not bad. I've got a bit of a console collection myself. I have the first console I owned was a Game Boy Color, and I have I used to have a PlayStation, but the sound died on that. So I still have my PS2 Slim, which I brought with me for Tekken 5. I've got a. Sorry about that. I've got a.
Just let them drink something. It will go over, and then we see. Yeah.
Sorry about that. You got to stay hydrated when you're talking. I've got a PAL
Absolutely.
PS2, an NTSC PS2. I've got a 60 gig PS3, which is for one of the old ones that came around PS2 games. I was really lucky to get that. I've got a PS4, got a PSP, and a PS Vita, and a gaming PC.
Oh no, I don't have the Vita.
No, I think
It's
it's
like
really
the
good.
only one is missing. Like, but yeah,
It's a
I
really
have the
underrated
PSP.
console,
I'm
one
like,
big
I didn't want to buy the Vita, but yeah.
It's got some really, really good games on it, like Tailway, a bunch of JRPGs.
Do you have some Xbox stuff?
I do. I have an Xbox 360 as well.
Oh,
yeah.
I have the Xbox 360, and the Xbone,
Halo
which
3.
is a horrible console.
Yeah, I used to love playing Halo 3 back in the day as a kid. That was I used to play custom games with my cousins in Wales and all sorts. That was a lot of fun doing that. I believe they're almost finished setting up. They're just part way through
I
now.
think they're now on sound checks and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I hear all things going on here. Like, people are talking in my head.
Yeah. Tech's communicating with the runners right now. They're almost set up, I believe, but we've just got a little bit more to go. Oh. Yeah,
So-
we're almost there, guys. After Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, it will be Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past by Mutsuki, which is, of course, is another classic, a classic game, classic speedrun. One of the most popular speedruns. It's been loads and loads of marathons, but
I'm pretty curious how that will go as well. Like, it's pretty, like, yeah. There's so many things going on the Zelda games. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, that should be a really good one. After that is a Castlevania block, and then, yeah, that one. But yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is going to be coming up very, very soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, and Castlevania, like...
Castlevania, that is another
block,
classic.
Has such good music that those
Symphony
games,
of the
like,
Night
they're
is one of the
all-
best PlayStation games of all time.
And it's like we have Simon's Quest by Burke.
Yeah, Castlevania 2.
And then the 4 by the Mexican
the
runner.
Mexican runner, the
I
legend
mean,
himself.
the
as early as
legend
day.
himself, indeed. Like, I already talked to him. He's a really nice guy.
Mexican runner is so cool. There's the marathon he did where he played through every
Every single game, yeah, it's crazy.
Every single
that guy
nice game.
is. He's
Absolute
insane, like
madman, absolute madman.
absolutely.
Yeah, but he's going to be here. He's running Super Castlevania 4, which is going to be really, really fun to watch.
And after that, it's actually Symphony of the Night by Metako.
Yes.
And then it's your run.
Yeah, then my run, Tekken 5. Yeah, I'm really. I don't want to advertise myself too much, but that's going to be a really, really good run.
Sorry, I cannot help it. Like
Yeah. Goodness.
because I know how difficult it was to schedule you in.
When it came to the hosting shift, yeah, it was a bit tricky because I had my run. Because I don't know, I'm obviously hosting just before my run, which is a bit bad because I still got to practice. But yeah, I was also really tired. I was supposed to be hosting on the 23rd, but I was really tired for a couple of days.
I believe in you. You will do it.
Thank you. I'm gonna do my best. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh dear. I think you're teasing the chat a little bit with how playful you are.
What?
A little
Sorry.
bit. I think you're teasing the chat a little bit. You're
Oh,
being very
I'm
playful.
always like that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm always having too much energy.
Yeah, loads and loads of energy. Goodness. Oh my god.
Like even last night, like I was hosting from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. and I was like, even then I was jumping around, like even at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't know where it comes from.
Jeez.
But chat, what do you think of the music?
The music's fantastic, Monster Cat, yeah. I'm ignoring the chat right now. I'm in a relationship, guys. Please stop.
Same.
Exactly. Yeah, we're just chilling out. It's nice. It's fun. Anyway, yeah, Monster Cat's fantastic. I have a mate who's super into making EDM. Not just EDM, but like drum and bass and all sorts like that. But yeah.
Like really like lounge music, like chill out music. Like
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of EDM and stuff like that. It's yeah, I believe they're almost ready. I can hear them saying they're on the main menu. They're getting ready to just about start, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so actually. I mean, people are getting hyped for this run, I hope. So
Yeah, I believe so. Well, it's not just his, it's 3 people. A Mustache, Draco, Dan, and you just took away from the schedule, so I couldn't see who the 3rd runner is. Thanks for that. No, I've got the schedule on mine as well. It's going to be a three-way race between a Mustache, Draco, Dan, and Nim. That's the 3rd guy, yeah. They're just getting ready to start now. They should almost be here, yeah. So we'll just quickly throw it to one more ad break just before they start. Don't go anywhere. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle will be coming in just a sec.
So which story do we want to play today?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Go for the better story.
The dark story, right?
Damn.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that one.
Fine.
Alright. But I think that means we're just about ready to go, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright,
so.
so hello, I am Dracodan once again. You thought you got rid of me, but no.
I'm a mustache.
I'm Nim.
And we're going to be doing Sonic Adventure 2 Hero Story for you today, so I'll do time if you guys are ready.
Yep.
So, alright, if you guys are ready, 3, 2, 1, go.